A bit more than a year ago, I made a decision. I will not be weak anymore. I will not be prone to social anxiety. I will not be prone to the weaknesses out there. I'll be strong and I'll be walking my own path. So therefore I decided to take on this journey, or more precisely to take this journey even more seriously, which we call semen retention or NoFap. These are all the buzzwords all out there on the internet. And so since a bit more than a year, I've been very much consistent with this journey. And I want to be honest with you over here, brothers. Everything changed. But definitely not in a sense that I hoped so. I'm in the shape physically where I always wanted to be. I'm doing financially pretty good. I mean, I'm not at the place where I want to be, but who is? The social anxiety is gone. I just realized all the chatters that, hey bro, like, you shouldn't supposed to be talking with those people and so on and so forth. Gone. There's inner voices which I've been dumped all these little desires. So for example, when I'm out with some people and I want to tell them something, suppose like I just simply want to talk with a person, but somehow social anxiety just pops and that person starts to talk with another person and I start to overthink the whole situation. Classic social anxiety BS. All of that shit is gone. Now if I want to do something, in the very beginning, I'm trying to very much restrict my desires, what I want to do. What a shitty hair though. And when I'm deciding something, I'm going after that. So brothers and sisters, I just wanted to share some blessings and gains and learnings, what happened with me taking on this journey. So throughout the year, or I would say the years, because this didn't start just a year ago, but a year ago I started to take this super freaking seriously. I gradually became a monk, where I'm doing the same activities over and over again. And yes, I hit the 1 year mark. And I thought that, for being honest with you, I thought that this thing will be faster, like I'll become a millionaire faster, you know? Or I will get to a million faster. Or I will get to places even faster and so on and so forth. But the actual thing over here, what I realize is that something built inside of me, brother. I completely switched in a way where before that, a year ago, I clearly remember I came back home for Christmas and I was seeking the nice food. I was seeking the pleasures. I couldn't wait to get back to my city where I'm living, to have fun on New Year's Eve and so on and so forth. But the point is that I've been chasing pleasures. And so this year I realized that on Christmas Eve, on the 24th, I couldn't wait to get over the whole gifting thing, so that for it could be the next day that I can start work again. Now somehow I'm seeking work. Now somehow I'm seeking improvement. Now somehow I do not need to chill. Or I wouldn't say not need to chill, but I do not need that comfort, that I do not need those nice things anymore to be myself, to feel good about myself. I do not need to read a nice self-help book. I do not need like a soul talk. I don't need that anymore. And I'm not telling to you that this is good or this is bad, but this was definitely the conclusion of this journey. And another thing is that I took working out quite seriously. I would say since a year ago that too, but I've took on working out quite seriously since March. Since March, not even March, perhaps even before March, February. So we are definitely around month 9, or we passed month 9. And so I've been working out every single day. Whether I had the mood for that, whether I didn't have the mood for that. And I'm not an athlete. I do not have an athletic background. I do not have any culture in sport, despite calisthenics. We've been doing it with the boys over here. And so that thing just somehow made me a different person, because today morning I woke up and I didn't really have the energy and I didn't really have the mood, and I was like, man, like, do I really have to work today? Like, can't I just, read all day long, and can't I just, chill and just, be myself like I used to be? And so the answer for that was, bro, start doing the fucking push-ups, get out here, get your running session done, and after that you can do that. And what is happening after that is that every single time I'm realizing that I can do more. I can do more. Somehow the dopamines inside my brain start to work, and I'm realizing that I can do more. And the biggest thing that I've realized perhaps is that I will never go back, because I've changed. I've changed. Mostly in the futures, if you will, so in the character traits that I've just mentioned for you. But inside the heart, because now I know that whatever is happening, there's a motherfucker over here who can go through that. Here's a motherfucker who can go through that, no matter how shitty of a day that might be. No matter what kind of a day that might be, I'm just simply waking up and I'm just simply going through that. And somehow something inside of me just completely changed in this regard. And what I wanted to also conclude is that things are not changing in a way as you are wanting them to change. So for example, I thought that with this, I will, like, living like this, I'll just simply get to a place where I will be, perfectly fine and everything will be good and all of my problems will be solved. Just because I start to live like a monk. And partly, that part of my life completely switched, just as I mentioned. Social anxiety is freaking gone, bro. I don't care. Like now I don't care. Like, I clearly remember yesterday, by the way, I looked outside of my monk mode a tiny bit, and I met with my friends, my homies, my old friends. And man, I gotta tell you that social anxiety is just gone, because I just went back to that place where I clearly remember when I was a teenager. I just went there and I was like so afraid to, approach a girl, or so afraid to approach anyone pretty much, because I just simply had this social anxiety. I was overthinking what kind of clothes to put on and so on and so forth. And now I was like, man, I don't care. I don't care about that. So also in this regard, but you will not have all of your problems solved. And just because you're on this journey, if you're not working on yourself, then it just doesn't worth jack shit. And I'm completely honest with you over here. It doesn't worth jack shit only if you're on this journey and you're just waiting for something. No, brother. This is a tool that you can use. This is a tool that perhaps will give you energy. But if you're not doing anything with energy, then that's the freaking same as you would be just simply jacking off. Doesn't worth anything. But if you're using that energy to do something, to actually build something, your body, your soul, your character, your business, your musical instrument, your knowledge, whatever it might be, then yes, brother, that's the tool. But long story short, just because you're on this journey doesn't mean anything. You have to work with that thing. You have to work with that energy. And there are many things that are changing, and I'm planning on to shoot videos about this topic and talk about all these improvements and talk about all these characteristics and all the character traits in the future. How we can improve as man. And I would like to record this journey because I'll be honest with you, I don't know where this path is leading to me, but something is for sure that this is not an ordinary path, and I can already see that. I can already see that because yesterday too, I just went out to this social environment which I'm not used to. I mean, I used to go there a lot, but like throughout the last year, I was like pretty much zero social life. Man, like everything changed. Everything changed. So brothers and sisters, if you're on this journey, don't have false hopes. Just simply work on yourself. Just simply live the blessings that you've already caught from this journey. With all of my love, and cannot wait to talk more about this thing. Love.